being that you're a guitar guy, I guess I should ask you, like, what's the most epic guitar that you ever personally had your hands on?
This is also true of being in the pickups world, right? A Bonamassa or someone brings you this holy grail guitar and says we have to replace these pickups. So I've had things like Angus Young's tech brought me Angus's number one and number two when I was at Seymour Duncan. The number one sounded perfect. The number two didn't. So if he broke a string, he gave him number two, and Angus handed him number two back by the end of that song and expected to take number one. They took the pickup from one and two and swapped them. That wasn't it. And so when now you have people that are going crazy on these theoretical tonewood debates that you could put strings on a bar stool and it's going to sound the same as a Telecaster. The honest truth of that is that everything is sympathetic, right? Everything resonates and vibrates together. So everything's in a feedback loop with itself. So of course the wood makes a difference. You can prove it out again by somebody like Angus saying the pickup wasn't it. I swapped the pickups. It's not the same. But again, he's playing at 8 jillion decibels. He's got 4x12 cabinets blasting at him. So part of that feedback loop is the sound pressure level, right? It's the SPL coming out of the cabinets, driving the instruments, driving the wood of the body to the point of feedback. And so he wants to be able to hold a note and get the right feel. And so the fix for him on that number two was extensive. He only wants the plastic saddles. He doesn't want metal saddles on the bridge. Well, Graphtec had just come out with Resomax, which was kind of like a hybrid. They were smashing metal particles into a plastic mold at the same time, so the saddles were a little more dense, and changing the nut and fixing the bridge studs. His bridge ground was disintegrated from sweat and rain. And so doing all this work so that the physical guitar, which they were very different from each other, so the physical guitar would behave more like the other one. And so then at the very end, we were able to make a pickup at Seymour Duncan that was, again, slightly different so that it would kind of give that second guitar that little extra delta, right? It would kind of make up some of the difference between the two. I think we even degaussed the neck pickup because the amount of magnetism that's in the neck pickup can affect how easily the string continues to vibrate, right? Stronger magnet's going to kind of put a little chokehold on the string. So silly things like that, but they all added up to make a difference. And when I heard the Tales from the Road, if Angus breaks a string now, I give him number two. He plays number two till the end of the set.
Wow.
Or he plays it for a good 7 songs before he comes back to me and says, "Can I have number one back?" after I broke a string.